Where we go? What's going on? What's going on? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday to every single body that's in here so far. Man, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling blessed. We made it through another week. Being able to talk about sports right here in the very own. I'm lagging. Whoa. I was lagging. I think I'm good now. I think I'm good now. Let me redo that though. Good morning.
Let's go.
In here so far. Double back. Who? Bo Leave Knicks? What's up with you? Bo Leave Knicks? What's up with you? Double back was good. Almond Muse was good. Established was good. Be Young was good. Louis Bag was good. Two Turnt was good. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all.
Let's go.
Happy Friday, there is somebody that's in here. Welcome back to another daily Facts and Stats show. Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time until the biggest news of it all today. RIP Playback. You know, this is allegedly this is our last time for this foreseeable future. Being inside of Playback, talking sports there, having open talks there. Jamar Smith was good. Rain was good. Having open talks there. You know, things like that. So we'll see. It's our first. Could be our last day. So we got to go out with some entertainment. We got to go out with some music. We got to go out with whatever the case may be. 6 p.m. allegedly is going away. So giving y'all a heads up. We are going to play Pooh Shiesty, a new single. I'm going to play 21 Savage intro. Y'all let me know what y'all think of the intro. I'm going to leave it at that. And then we're going to get into a versus. The winner of the versus will get the first. Again, and I'm going to repeat this later. The winner of the versus will get the first coming soon. Going on my wall. Not my will. It will be going on my wall. But not the one that you're getting, obviously. The first Humble Up shirt. The winner of the verses will get the first Humble Up shirt. And again, I'm not biased, by the way. But y'all, do not let Amadou win. Amadou won like the last two, I feel like. And he got a hoodie off of that. I sent Amadou, everybody that ever won a versus, if it was money related or if it was hoodie related or whatever the case may be, they got it. So today, the winner of this versus will get the first Humble Up shirt. I'm not even going to drop shirts before they get it. They going to get their shirt first, and then I'm going to drop shirts like weeks after, like a week or two after. So yeah, they will get their Humble Up shirt next week. I'll literally order it right after the verses. So that's that. I'm looking forward to that, man. Yeah, humble up. Humble up. I can't even say that to Bucs fans, but I mean, damn. Damn. Hold on. Damn. Shit. Oh, shit. Hold on, y'all. We going down. Hold on. What the freak is going on? Hold on, y'all. We going down. Hold on. All right, my bad. He talking some no sway, no sway, no sway. All right. I need to update the poster. This one look old. No, sir. The poster is probably what? 4 years probably. I like original stuff. Like this right here, my gaming chair. My gaming chair was a gift from my family. Like on my birthday, like 3 years ago. This is never gonna go nowhere. Like this will all be my gaming chair. Always. This right here. This my baby. That's how I am. This will always be my Fact and Stats poster. That's just how I am. I can update around it, but that's always gonna be, you know what I'm saying? But them Bucs though. Yeah, man. I forgot to make a video about the Bucs this morning, but I was doing so much and straightening up before the show today. So I can't even put it into words right now. So let me just go ahead and get into the show. So as far as the show today, again, first and foremost, thank y'all for being here. If you're on a YouTube side of things, do me a solid and take y'all shoes off at the door. What does that mean? That means hit the thumbs up button hit the thumbs up button on this video. That helps the algorithm out for anybody that's surfing on YouTube to come across facts and stats and be willing to join the show, be willing to listen to the show, and more importantly, be willing to join the stage. This platform is built with the slogan of "Speak Your Mind." I pretty much allow anybody to speak their mind in regards to whatever the topic is. Obviously, we got the Bucs to talk about today. A little bit of the NFC South with the Panthers. And last but not least, embracing OKC blessing. And I'll get to that in a second. So that's what we're going to talk about today on the show. And then we're going to get to everything from an entertainment, music versus playback perspective. Shout out to playback, man. So, 1, hit that subscribe button. 2, hit the likes button. No, hit the like button. Then hit the subscribe button. And then on a Friday at that, y'all get paid. Y'all got paid. If you are not a member on the YouTube side, and I want to see if we can get a new member today. If you are not a member on the YouTube side, I want you to become a member on the YouTube side. How do you do that? All you have to do is click the YouTube membership thing in the description on this video, or it will say join somewhere. And pretty much that's extending your support for the platform on a month-to-month basis. Like you see Mr. Westbrook 4731 he's a member. So Rain, D Watt, Double Back, etc. If you are not a member, feel free to become a member. Again, the link is in the description on this video, and I appreciate you guys extending your support for the platform. Next, if you're on the Twitch side of things, thank y'all for rocking. This is just that simple. Thank y'all for rocking. Thank y'all for following. Thank y'all for joining spaces to playback, to YouTube, to Twitch. And the same thing for you all. If you're not a subscriber, make sure you all become a subscriber. I would love for you all to extend your support in that aspect. I love for you all to extend your support in that aspect. If you have Amazon Prime, I will say though, sub through Amazon Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, sub through Amazon Prime. Facts will be back. Sub through Amazon Prime, and you can subscribe through Amazon Prime for free. I dropped that link in the chat. All you have to do is connect your Prime account to your Twitch account, and boom. No worries. I didn't want to say your first name, bro. I didn't want to say your first name. Like you're on my end, your name literally is your first and last name. So I didn't want to say your first name. So that's why I did it like that. So yeah. Also on YouTube, you can send super thanks or super chats. I'll be greatly appreciative of that. The amount does not matter to me. I'll be grateful. And on Twitch, I think you guys can send something like bits. Who in here get money? Can somebody in here try to send a bit? Like what? I don't know. Is it like 10, 15 cents or something like that? Can somebody in here, if you don't mind, y'all, can y'all try to send one bit? Like I want to see what happens when somebody do that. I think it's like. Again, I genuinely don't know. I know somebody sent it before. If you gotta lose 50 cents or $1, I think, or whatever it is, I don't know the amount, whatever it is, can somebody try to send one bit? I think it's called like a bits or something like that. And I think that's like a donation, I think, or something like that, like a tip or something. So try that out. Somebody try that out for me so I can see what that look like. Or if that actually works or something like that. If I get that notification popping up or something. But for the show today, we are going to be talking about, like I was just telling you all, Falcons completing the insane comeback yesterday, bro. Excuse me. Falcons completing the insane comeback yesterday. Then we have to have real conversations. I know D-Mac brought it up a month ago, and he was like, we were in here talking on the stage, and he was like, do anybody really think the Panthers got a chance to make the playoffs? And I think everybody, including myself, was like, nah. Well, it's a real reality now. Okay. Cheer times 1,000. Okay, shout out.
Let's go.
I appreciate that, brother. So it pops up like that during the show, and it pops up in the chat. I don't even know what that equals. That probably equal $1. Either way, though, thank you. Like now I can say that to the people too. If anybody if you're already a sub or whatever the case may be, you want to extend your support, you can either gift a sub or you can send a bit. I think it's called a bit. So that's that. But Falcons completing the comeback. Panthers playoff. I think if they win their next 2 games, they're good. Embracing OKC's blessing. Sorry, I forgot to add the apostrophe S right here. That's my fault. But what I mean by that is, bro, this is basically going to the Rockets at OKC game. We all as basketball fans just have to embrace what to come. Like what's coming. What's coming. I don't know about y'all. and it's not built the same way. It is not the same way. I don't know about y'all. Nigga, I'm a basketball fan first. I enjoyed the hell out of KD on the Warriors. I don't know about y'all, but I enjoyed the hell out of the Warriors dynasty. And I'm hoping you all, especially the team that's in the West, if you are a Lakers fan, if you are a Nuggets fan, if you are a Wolves fan, Ant need to go, by the way. We need to have real conversations about how can we get Ant out of Minnesota. Everybody want to have a convo about who we can put with Ant in the backcourt. No, we need to have, the real convo is getting Ant out of Minnesota. Y'all not ready for that convo, though. It's going to happen in it's going to happen in like 3 years. You won't see. 2-3 years, Ant going to win out of Minnesota because they're going to fail to properly build a true championship team around him, and he's going to feel like he tasted the Western Conference Finals twice already in his young career, and he's going to want to taste more. Pause. He's going to want more. So I'm telling y'all, everybody want to talk about putting so-and-so with Minnie and Ant. No, we need to talk about Ant getting out of Minnie. Ant not the type of guy that's going to try to stay in one organization and try to win a championship there. He wants to, but he's not going to do it for 10 years. He ain't going to do it for 12 years. I can tell you that. So embracing OKC's blessing. Yeah, I saw they checked in on Kobe White. That'd be nice. If it happens, that will be nice. I will say that. But Ant to Memphis, hell no. Nigga. Hell no. Hell no. But trust, Ant within the next 5 years, Ant is going to win out of many. Unless, obviously, they make an NBA Finals and or win a Finals. Trust. And obviously, it's obvious. It happens all the time with these stars, superstar players. Ant to ATL, Ant time Jalen Johnson. One day, Ant will play for the Hawks. I can guarantee you that. One day, Ant will play for the Hawks. Guarantee. 100%. No doubt in my mind that he's going to play for the Hawks one day. 1,000%. He just that type of guy. He not no KD type of guy. KD, even Jaylen Brown said it about himself in playing for the Hawks. How his grandmother and his people want him to play for the Hawks. KD, I feel like his people would welcome him come back home and playing for the Wizards, but he ain't give a crap about that. Like, KD ain't give a fuck about playing for the Wizards. I think Ant will play for the Hawks. Ant loved Georgia. Ant went to Georgia. Like, Ant loves Georgia. Like, he just an Atlanta nigga. So, embracing OKC's blessing, y'all. We're going to talk about that Rockets and Clippers game. I can't even put the words how off I was about that Clippers team. Like, I was just way off. Like, and I think that this might be the last year where I look at a team and look at them on paper. Whoa, why does my title? Whoa. Nobody was on YouTube was going to tell me that. Look at the title of the show on YouTube. Y'all wasn't going to tell me that. How the freak do I even edit that? Sorry, y'all. I can't believe y'all on YouTube and y'all looking at the show and y'all see that title and y'all didn't tell me. Like, yo, Eb, the title's off. Like, y'all think I purposely did that? Alright. There we go. We good now. We good now. I'm like, bro, what the hell is that? My bad, y'all. That's my chat thing for OBS on the YouTube. But there we go. We are good now. So, yeah, embracing OKC's blessing. Looking at the games from last night, and looking at some of the games from today. And we're not spending too much time on sports for the most part today. It can go as long as possible. You know, I really don't mind, but I do want us to capture and grasp the moment of playback coming to an end, allegedly. Quick thought, quick shout out. The award show. The Fact and Stats award show. The date is set. December 26th. I know that is the day after Christmas. If I have to move to a weekday, like that Wednesday, I think a Friday is like more ideal. But if I have to move it to the last day of the year, the 31st, on that Wednesday, I will. So as of right now, it's the 26th. Could be changed to the 31st, literally the last day. And if I do change it to the last day, or either day, if it's the 26th or it's because the 26th is the day after Christmas, so I don't know. But if it's the 26th or it's the 31st, it will be like, wait, I forgot. Hold on. I'm gonna have to move something around. Hold on. 26. Either way, if it's the 26th or the 31st, it'll be like 5:30, 6 o'clock, something like that start time. It'll be somewhere in that ballpark. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the show today. If you want to join the stage, you feel free to join the stage. Reminder, when we get to the music side of things and playback, we're gonna play Pooh Shiesty single. I'm just playing the intro, 21 Savage new album. Let me know what y'all think of it. And we are also going to play we're also going to have a versus. And I said at the top of the show today, whoever wins the versus today, and I say the same thing in playback, whoever wins the versus today will get the first Humble Up shirt. So whenever you hear like T and Process come in here and be on bullshit, like I got the shirt on right now, and like I don't even listen. I don't even need to I'm not even gonna need to say it no more. Like when people come up here on bullshit, bro, look behind me, bro. Just look behind me. The shirt gonna go right here behind me. Like just look behind me. Humble up. It's just that simple. Football. First and foremost, I tried to chill yesterday. One, I deleted. Fun fact. Let me put my solo real quick. I'm starting to get away. Oh, if any of my TikTok folks in here, shout out to y'all too, by the way. I went live on TikTok yesterday and I was gaming. And then I put like the last 2 minutes of the game on TikTok. Bro, I went from like 50 people watching to like 300 people watching. So what that tells me is I got to continue to use TikTok as the biggest outlet to be able to grow the platform because people just love scrolling on TikTok. Like, people just love TikTok. So, like on some Sunday night football or Monday night football games when I'm home and I can see the end of the game, I'm going to stream it on TikTok. I think only thing about TikTok, you just can't show like commercials or whatever the case may be. And I'm going to take them people. I'm like, yo, yeah. Also, I host a show. We're going to talk about this tomorrow. Da, 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 da. And that's how you get more people to come to the YouTube. And then eventually, if they want to pivot to the Twitch, they're going to see the Twitch right there, and they can go to the Twitch if they want to. So yeah, that's what it's all about. Louis back, I see your message as well. But yeah, man, basically where I was going with that was I deleted FanDuel off my phone like last week, Sunday or Monday. Bro, I be getting sold too crazy. And me, when I get sold, I'm the type of, like, I'm going to try to get back. Like, I'm going to try to get my money back. Which I'm breaking out of that now. So I deleted the app. And y'all know I be going live on TikTok, taking people bread and shit like that. Man, I'm like, you know what? I'll download the app today real quick. BJ, send me a builder or something like that. I make my own NBA builder. A builder is a plus 100. So it's like, it should have a high chance of hitting. I go 3 out of 4. KD don't get 20 points. Kevin Durant don't get 20 points. And as crazy as this may sound crazy, but I'm being so serious. When I put KD 20 points on my layup, it was the thought of my mind, like, he probably not going to get it. Like, it's sad that at this day and age, you got to think about Kevin Durant if he going to get 20 points or not. KD sold me. BJ makes an NFL builder. I tell BJ NFL builder. It came down to the Bucs money line. So y'all know how I feel about that. The Bucs money line. Now again, typically I'm not the richest nigga in the world, but if I'm making a builder, I'm putting 50 to 100 on it or something like that. Granted, I didn't do that yesterday, and plus whatever I lost yesterday, I made it back last night on TikTok. I don't do that. So I didn't do that yesterday, long story short. So I didn't care if the Bucs lost. We needed the Bucs to win, but I genuinely did not care if they lost because I wasn't really like it wasn't a lot. It wasn't no money to me. Let me just put it like that. So I enjoyed watching that. Let me join the Discord, by the way. I enjoyed watching that. And if you want to join the Discord, y'all feel free. The Discord is pinned on the Twitch chat, and I'm about to pin it on the YouTube chat real quick. Or if you're on YouTube, you can just join the Discord through the description on this video. But let me just make it easy for you all real quick. Real quick. One second. But the Bucs money line. I mean, like I said, I'm live on TikTok at the time, and we watching the last 2 minutes. And first and foremost, after the Bucs, I can't remember who caught that touchdown. I can't remember who the touchdown was. I can't remember who that dude was. They went up like 28-14, something like that. And I'm like, all right, bet that builder good. Don't gotta worry about it. The CG was good. Don't gotta worry about it. The Falcons gonna win. I mean, the Bucs gonna win. Excuse me. The Bucs gonna win. And first and foremost, how did I even not start it off with shouting out Kyle Pitts? In the game where you needed, not even just this game, really throughout his career, he should have been performing like this, but not like this with 3 touchdowns in one game. By the way, I don't know how that last one was a touchdown. Maybe I'm starting to think I just don't know the rules. Because and let me play it. I'm starting to think I just don't know the rules. If your butt and your elbow, because I know if your butt falls into the end zone, it's a touchdown, right? If your elbow falls into the end zone when you catch the ball, it's a touchdown. But if they both hit the floor, if they both hit the field or the ground at the same time, how was that a touchdown? I don't know. Let me see if I can find a video. I think this is it. I don't understand how this is a touchdown. Like, how was that a touchdown? That's one of the worst calls I ever. That's worse than Isaiah Likely thing. How is this a touchdown? I don't understand. When the ball comes, don't have possession. Right? Don't have possession. His left foot is already down. He does not have possession. Now he has possession. None of his feet are on the ground. None. Now he has possession. So therefore, then again, if his behind falls into the end zone, that's a touchdown. If his elbow falls into the end zone, that is a touchdown. If your elbow and your behind hit the ground at the same time and one of them is out of bounds, then how the fuck is this a touchdown? Am I tripping? This does not make sense. Like I don't get it. Shout out though, congrats. I will say that. Congrats to Kyle Pitts for the hell of a game that he had. And I see Justin the tweets up here now. 3 touchdowns in one game. Again, I'm starting to think I don't know the rules. I generally don't see how that was a touchdown. But 11 catches, 166 yards, 3 touchdowns. And I'll say this. The Bucs have some of the worst defense I ever seen. Like, literally ever seen. I think Kyle Pitts' second touchdown, he literally... It wasn't even that good. Like, the play was good, but the reception could have been broken up. It could have been a pass breakup. But number 22, I think his number was on the Bucs. He read the ball so wrong, and he did the wrong thing on the defensive play. Like, he was awful for that. Not taking nothing away from Kyle Pitts. Bijan, damn near had 200 all-purpose yards. Like, damn near. 82 through the air, 93 on the ground, and a touchdown. Shout out to Kirk Cousins. Shout out to Captain Kirk for stepping up, man, and having a Kirk Cousins type game from a couple of years ago. 30 out of 44, 373 yards with 3 touchdowns. Only was sacked one time. Good QBR, good quarterback rating. Shout out to David Sills. He stepped up in the fourth quarter after dropping he had a bad drop in the fourth quarter. Horrendous drop in the fourth quarter. And he still came down, I think, after that, like 3 more catches to help put the game away. Especially on them 3rd and longs and 4th and longs that he had on that last game-winning drive. Game-winning drive. So, I wanted to say that. Bucs side real quick. It was good to see Mike Evans back. I mean, talk about a welcome back. A.J. Terrell had a tough matchup or a tough assignment for Mike Evans yesterday. 6 catches, 132 yards, and you saw all the emotions that he showed on the sideline after the game and also even during the game. Not only did they have a holding call, not only did they let the Falcons convert on these 3rd and long situations or 4th and long situations, and then on top of the holding call or after the last completion, they had 12 men on the field. Like, I never seen a meltdown like that. Like, I never seen a meltdown like that for a team that had the chance to go 8-6. For a team that had the chance all year to secure and win their division. Now they're not even leading their division for the first time this season, I think, damn near. You say he better than Penix? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I know they wish Kirk Cousins was like 5-7 years younger, though. So he can be a quarterback of their future. But, yeah, man, the Bucs defense is terrible. The Falcons, great game to storm back and win, particularly in the fourth quarter. Man, they were down 28-14, went for 2 twice, filled both times, and then got the big stop on the Bucs, and then got the ball back and won the game. And then Todd Bowles and the Bucs, they did something so stupid. Like, bruh, it's second down with like 2:20 to go. They chose to throw the ball, which was a good throw, well, a good play. Baker threw behind a Mecca, which allowed whoever the defender was to break up the play. That stops the clock. Then after that, it's third down, 3rd and 12, whatever it was. You obviously got to throw the ball again to try to convert that first down to get the game, put the game away, because the Falcons only had one timeout left, and or none actually, and pass break up again or a sack. I think he got sacked or whatever it was. I think he got sacked, and then it's 2 minutes. Now at that point, Falcons are getting the ball back without even having to use their last timeout and or before the 2 minute warning. Well, before the 2 minute warning, with a non-running clock. Let me put it like that. With a non-running clock. So yeah, man, I think that was terrible game management by the Bucs, man. That was awful. That was one of the worst 2 minutes that I ever seen from a team play on both sides, offensively, defensively, and coaching. Like literally all three. So shout out to the Falcons. Obviously, they didn't have the season that they wanted to have, but it was good to see them show some fight in this game, especially without Drake London on the outside. So Justin Achilles, a Falcons fan, he's up here. What you got to say about this game, my brother?
What's going on? The Bucs are ass. I mean, it's just simple and plain. They started out 6-2. They've lost 5 of their last 6 games, so they just suck. I'm glad the world is finally catching on. They're not that good. But to the game last night, I'll start with the offense first. Kirk Cousins, I don't know what it is about Tampa. When he sees them on the schedule, he just turn into prime Joe Montana. Like he has like 300-yard games, multiple touchdowns. He just always has a really good game against Tampa. So shout out to Kirk for stepping up. Bijan Robinson, like you said, almost 200 all-purpose yards. This is a game that we expect from him. Finally got in the end zone, which feels like he doesn't do as much as he should. But yeah, Bijan, he was just all over the field, getting us the first downs, getting us, in a position to score. So shout out to Bijan. But yeah, Kyle Pitts, a lot of us in the Falcons fan base, we kind of spoken down on Kyle the past couple of years, just with his inconsistency, his laziness on routes, whatever the case may be. He's really stepped up this year. He's been blocking his ass off, getting open. He's being more aggressive on his routes. Like he's just doing everything we've been expecting him to do. It's his 5th year. We've been wanting to do this since we drafted him, but I guess better late than never. He's just having a great season. I was on the fence about bringing him back. I wouldn't mind it. It's just a matter of if he wants to come back. But I think at the very least, I think we just franchise tag him. But I think we just got to get him involved in the offense more. All the looks that we've given to Darnell Mooney, we should have been giving to Kyle. And I don't think this coaching staff is going to be here next year, but whoever it is, we have to find a way to incorporate getting Kyle Pitts involved while Drake is on the field. Kyle Pitts looks great right now the past couple of games with Drake being out, and we love that. But we need to get that going with Drake on the field as well. They can coexist. So, but yeah, Kyle Pitts had a hell of a game, 3 touchdowns. That last one, I'm not going to lie, I don't know if that was a touchdown. Me personally, I didn't think it was. Like I thought he got his butt down first before the elbow, but looking at the replay, like it slowed down. It really didn't look like it, but I'll take it. I mean, we had 19 penalties against us. Like we were due for something. So, but yeah, shout out to Kyle. And then to my defense, Mike Evans. I mean, he had his way with AJ Terrell, but also Kobe Bryant is our undrafted rookie from this year. This was definitely a welcome to the NFL moment, going against a Hall of Fame player like Mike Evans. So he has a lot to learn. There's potential there with Kobe, but yeah, this one was definitely one. You got to get in the lab, you got to get in the film room and kind of get better. So AJ had a lot of holding calls, like damn near every time he was on the field, he got a holding call. So this was probably definitely one of, if not his worst game in a while. Because I still think AJ Terrell's a good corner. It's just, sometimes when you're going against a receiver like Mike Evans, some guys just got your number. And I think Mike Evans has AJ's number for sure. But into that D-line, this is probably my favorite part of this team this season. It hasn't gone the way that we wanted. But for me, just watching this D line, like we have 48 sacks. That is something I did not expect to see this season from my defense. My second year guy, Brandon Dorless, he has 7 sacks. He's a D tackle we took last year from Oregon. He's really stepped up. Um, yeah, my rookies, Jalen Walker and James Pierce, like they're dogs. And James Pierce really should get some consideration for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Like he has gone 6 games in a row where he's had a sack, and he had 2 last night. Like that's to me, like that's impressive. And I feel like it's not getting talked about enough. And I mean, I know why he plays for the Falcons, but like going 6 games in a row and you're getting a sack every game in that span, that's
Nah,
really impressive.
he has been really good, but I think why it's not getting talked about enough. I want to say maybe I think the people just feel like you guys gave up a little too much for him, especially seeing how the pick that you got gave up is actually going to be pretty damn valuable. So I
Yeah.
mean, who
Yeah, for
knows? But
sure. Like
he's really
I
good
knew,
though. I'm not even. I mean. The trader or whatever. I mean, I'm sure y'all didn't expect y'all pick to be this valuable. So it's like this is
yeah,
hindsight if we talk about it at this point.
yeah, for sure. Yeah. That's definitely. I definitely agree with that. Um, it's just. Wait, I didn't honestly. I didn't expect the pick to be that high, and I didn't expect like not to downplay him as a player. I didn't expect James Pierce's impact to be what it is, what he's been doing in the past few games. So. It's kind of give or take. But yeah, I just really think he should get some consideration for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Like I think he's over the course of the season, he's been like the best rookie edge rusher. Um, Him and Jalen, they're both like the top 2 guys as far as sacks. I mean, he has 8. I think he's in the top 14 in edges for sacks or just sacks in general. So he's been killing it. So shout out James Pierce, shout out Jalen Walker. Um, and yeah, we got the dub. I don't know how we converted on 3rd and 28. I was about to, get on Netflix and find something to watch, and I was like, let me just watch this last play. We struck on 3rd down, 3rd and 28, and we converted somehow. Um, yeah, the Bucs they're just not good. They suck. I know Panthers fans are happy that we beat them to help them out, I guess, but. Yeah, the Bucs they just not good. I don't think Baker played that well. He missed a lot of throws. Like that last play to Mecca, if he would have laid it, like got that past him, that would have been a touchdown. The game would have been over with. Um, last point. For anybody that thinks this is gonna save Raheem Morris's job, yeah, you're wrong. That nigga still deserves to be fired. Like nah, we still need to get him out of here. He was yelling in the camera last night. I don't know. I don't even know what the hell he said, but he still gotta go. Like that was insane. You are yelling in the camera, and we are 5-9, brother. Like you need to really just look in the mirror, man. Have some self awareness. We are 5-9, and you yelling in the camera like that. What's wrong with you? Like that shit really pissed me off. But yeah, just shout out the Falcons. The Bucs suck, and we're gonna play spoiler for the rest of the season. So yeah,
All right, appreciate that,
Let's
brother.
go.
Oh, what somebody saying? Oh, all right, appreciate that, brother.
You hear me? Yes?
What you
Well,
say?
I guess-
I didn't hear you. My bad. What you say?
Now I asked him what the rest of their schedule was because he said he gonna play spoil. I just want to see who they could actually spoil.
Oh, let me see.
No. I meant like I guess since we got let me take that back. Since we got eliminated from the playoffs, that's like we got
Yeah.
eliminated.
Now,
last week.
I get what I just wanted to see like who, like, I mean, who
Only the
actually can get
Rams.
spoiled.
Only
You
the Rams.
guys.
Only the
We
Rams.
played
Only the Rams.
we got the
and-
Cardinals, Rams,
And Saints.
Saints. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only team in that bunch that actually is going to the playoffs is the Rams. And I guess you guys, if y'all was to beat the Rams, I mean, I think y'all would knock them out the number 1 seed. But
Yeah, it'll be somewhere around
I
there.
mean,
Mhm.
All right. Well,
interesting.
shout out to the Falcons. Great comeback win for whatever it's worth. And now the next thing is for the Panthers in the playoffs. With the Bucs, the good thing about this situation is it's similar to the Ravens. Mid-season or mid-season, bad season, whatever the case may be, but you can still control everything, right? So, Bucs fans can walk away from that game. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but obviously, when the win last night, you saw Mike Evans showing emotion, walking off the field before the kick was even good. But they got Carolina twice. So they can walk away and say, okay, we can control whatever happens for our own destiny, pretty much when it comes to making the playoffs. The Panthers have the Saints, the Bucs twice in Seattle. So you damn near can probably pencil in. I said stop penciling losses, but yeah.
You could. Honestly, you can't pencil in the Saints. You can't pencil in.
I don't think so either. I actually picked the Saints to win that game. My pick'ems.
You can't pencil in none of them games.
Yeah, I think the Saints win, but I was about to say you can pencil in the Seahawks. Them losing to the Seahawks, but I'll wait and see because I didn't think they was gonna beat the Rams. But where I'm going with that is either way they control everything. The Panthers are in the leader division right now at 7-6. They would obviously want the Panthers to lose to the Saints this weekend, so they both can be 7-7 going into Week 16. And then therefore, that's who they play. They play each other in Week 16. And like I said, the winner of that game will be in the leader division. And then the Bucs will have the Dolphins. The Panthers will have the Seattle. Even if both lose, it will probably come down to that Week 18 game. So Week 16 and Week 18 are the biggest games for them. And obviously for the Panthers, at least, you got to win Week 15 to have that game separation. So even if you do drop that game to Seattle, as long as you split with Tampa Bay, you win the division. So all they have to do is beat the Saints and beat the Bucs one time, and they win the division, and they're good. So obviously, unless the Bucs went out and go 10-7. So that's that for the Panthers. What else I wanted to talk about before? Yeah, Rob, we about to hit playback very, very shortly, brother. Another thing that I want to discuss real quick in the chat real quick, and y'all let me know if anybody is active or listening to what I'm saying. Who do you have winning the NFC South, the Panthers and or the Bucs? Let me know in the chat real quick. And you can let me know too if you're up here, gang, if you want to share.
Oh man, this shit is so ass. I ain't gonna lie. Let's see who not the Panthers, the Bucs play. They got the Panthers, the Dolphins. Oh, they got the Panthers twice. Mm-hmm.
Panthers, Dolphins.
Damn. I don't know. The Panthers, they kind of trending upward. I feel like the Bucs are trending down. This sucks to say, bro. I think it's gonna be the Panthers gonna win the division.
Yeah. And the Bucs got the Dolphins team that's playing good football lately too.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We'll see what happens. On the NBA side of things, real quick, I put in the title of the show today, Embracing OKC's Blessing, because I feel like everybody, the sooner we do it, we won't feel no type of way about anything that could happen in the future. And what I mean by that is, and I was telling my TikTok folks this the other day, bro, they're going to break the record. And then on top of that, I said this a month ago, they're going to have a top pick now because of the Clippers. And granted, I wanted the Clippers at that time when I made that statement to turn their season around, but it's not looking like that. Like I just don't think it's going to be able to happen because I've been able to watch that team, and they're now 6-19. They got the same amount of losses as the team with the current number one pick, and that's the Wizards, because the Wizards play less games and they have 3 wins. But man, I mean, watching that game last night, especially towards the end of the game, the Rockets got the win 115-113, and it came down to just bad late game execution. I mean, first and foremost, you had the lead, you get walked down, lose the lead, and then in the biggest play of the game to me, when all you have to do is secure one rebound to be able to either have a game-winning shot or at worst go to overtime, they didn't secure the rebound. Amen Thompson got the offensive board after a couple of tips around, after the ball being tipped a couple of times, got the offensive board, and with the putback, got the N1, went to the free throw line, made the free throw, came back, made the 3. I think it was Harden. Came back, was it Harden?
It was Harden.
Yeah, it was Harden. Came back, made the 3, and then
Batum.
Yeah, but what was before the Batum thing? What made it 115? What made it? Oh, Jabari Smith, the foul. And then yeah, the Batum threw the ball. But if you look at that play when Batum threw the ball, I can't blame Batum. Like,
no one came and got the ball.
Harden wanted no parts of the ball. Like,
pull the play up. Let me see.
Nobody.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah,
let me see, Gabe. Harden wanted no parts of the ball. Like, on me, none. Hold on. Okay, there we go.
Like, look, nobody wanted the ball, bro.
Look at this. Hold on. So Harden is saying to somebody, come down. I think he's telling Batum go inbound the ball. He's gonna go get the ball, dog. Terrible late game execution for them. Zubac though, Zubac had a day. Zubac only missed one shot, missed 4 free throws. He had 33 points, 7 rebounds, with 3. I'm sorry, with 7 rebounds with 3 stocks. Kawhi, I think he picked up his scoring a little bit more throughout the game, but he wasn't that good. Somebody just B guy just typed into the chat. Kawhi and Harden were combined 16 out of 40. Bad hoops. Yeah, that's a tough outing, man. The Rockets obviously a good defensive team, but the game was in the Clippers' hands to be able to be won multiple times, and they didn't want to win it. And I think that I only can imagine what that locker room environment is like. I only can imagine, and even after the game, they made Ty Lue unavailable to the media, like, because what can he say? I don't know what they're trying to do. I don't see how things get better. Again, like I said, I was about to say this morning, I was way off with the Clippers. Like, I was super off with the Clippers. I saw the addition of Bradley Beal, John Collins, Chris Paul, Brook Lopez, and I thought, damn, like that can be a really good team on paper, and that's my problem. This is probably my last time ever looking at something from an on paper perspective and having expectations ahead of me seeing how everything's gonna be working out together.
Sometimes it pay off to be a hater, brother. Sometimes you can just sit back and be. I told you this team wasn't gonna be on 9, bro.
Do you think that Zubac is their best asset, bro? I'm trying to think of the assets that they quote have. I think Zubac's the best one. No.
Yeah, Zubac.
I think so.
Yeah, he's their best asset.
How old is Zubac?
Because I'm like,
probably 28, 29. Let me see.
Because they can't blow it up because they don't have control of any.
It's a nice season.
Yeah, he's 28.
I was thinking. I mean, the way Harden's playing right now. I mean, wouldn't he be considered a high value asset?
You will recoup more for Zubac though at this point than in Harden. With Zubac being 28.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking about too. That's why I asked that. Well, he's not that old, so.
Because I know we have their stuff, but I'm thinking about the years after that. Like, what draft capital do they have after the one that we have this year? I don't think they have much. I don't think they have anything.
Yeah, they're in a tough spot, you know. And I don't know what they can do to get.
I love it on it.
But like I said, I was way wrong with them, and they're pretty much going to be gifting OKC a top 10 pick because they will have a record that's within the lottery, 100%. The Clippers don't have the roster and the talent because when teams turn their season around, the season if you have a bad start, when your season gets turned around, it's mainly due to athleticism, younger guys playing hard 24/7 every single game. They don't have the younger guys. They don't have the athleticism, and they don't even have that type of environment or team to even turn flip a switch like that. Like, you're led by Harden and Kawhi. Kawhi not playing every game.
That's what I'm saying. Kawhi.
Yeah, Kawhi not playing every game.
You led by a guy who's going to be there 40% of the time.
They're honestly fucked. So that's what I'm saying. We all got to embrace OKC having a top 10 pick at this point because they're 13 games below 500. They will never hit 500 this season. I can go ahead and say that now. They will never be a 500 team this season. So
aren't they tied for the number one odds?
Yes.
Yeah.
This shit is insanity, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Relax, bro.
Hey, that's D-Mac. That's why I say the title of the show. Man. Embrace OKC's blessing, shit, bro. Embrace OKC's blessing because they're literally, bro. They're going to have, and I know OG up here. He don't like to hear stuff like this, but they're going to have one of the best dynasties we ever seen and it's only because they're about to be gifted a top 5 to 10 pick. And this draft is the best draft class in NBA history, in my opinion, at least from my time while they were watching basketball. I'll say 2000 on down. This is the best NBA draft class. This is the best draft class in NBA history. 2000 on down. 100%. Talk to any of your draft experts. Talk to anybody. They'll tell you the same thing.
I don't know why you just said that. I don't have a problem with a dynasty. Matter of fact, I love it when a dynasty is in place because I love trying to knock down Goliath. Y'all the one. I'm just not afraid of Goliath. I'm just not built like y'all. So don't try to use my name in the wrong way. I'll be looking for Goliath. Y'all be running from Goliath. I got my rock. Yeah. and my slingshot. That's what I'm.
Yeah,
That's
you
what I'm
can,
talking about.
nigga. You can look all you want. You gonna keep getting beat the fuck up. I can tell you that.
Nah,
Your
nah.
team, I can tell you that. You can look all you
So,
want. You
That's
gonna
what
I
they
just
said in the '90s. That's what they said in the '90s when we won them back-to-back titles.
you
Yeah,
said the
that's what
'90s.
they
You said
said
you had
back
Hakeem
then.
Olajuwon.
Yeah, that's what they said in the
You had
'90s when we
Hakeem
went back-to-back.
Olajuwon. I don't know. You're led by Kevin Durant, brother. Go ahead. Feel free to talk about the game last night, though. Now that you up here.
That was no. It was kind of had a feeling it would kind of go the way it did. Um, They're not as bad as they play a bad brand of basketball. I think they're led by a guy like y'all were just talking about, a guy that's always hurt, along with the guy who I just don't care for from a leading the team perspective. Uno, whatever his name, whatever y'all want to call him these days. I just not, I've been out on that, and I feel like, yeah, sometimes I think there's more of a detriment that people like to give it credit. I think people look at numbers and say, well, yeah, well, he's doing his part. Well, yeah, okay. I just differ. I beg to differ. But as far as the game last night, yeah, it was I like when my team be in dogfights, man, whether unnecessarily or necessarily. Because it prepares you for the playoffs. Being in a situation where you got to try to find a way to win late, to me, and you don't always come out on top. But I think if you have enough of those scenarios throughout the season, I think it benefits you later on in the season. So sometimes you're gonna be in situations in those type of situations when it's a lesser opponent. Like, and I know that, like last night, I think we all considered them a lesser opponent. So yeah, especially a young team, especially a team that's just coming together the first year, trying to figure out who's going to do what, where do we go with the ball late, how do we win games, and all that. I didn't have a problem. I'm glad we came out on top. I would have been pissed. I ain't gonna even lie to you if we would have lost that game to that group. But yeah, I think it was a pretty good game. It was some bonehead shit late, real late in that game. But overall, um, yeah, I like my team. I heard somebody say the other day. I swear, y'all starting to lose credibility with me. I heard somebody told me the other day. I ain't gonna even mention no names. Yes, Sengun is just a terrible scorer. I'm like, okay, all right. I mean, why? Because it's not the way you like to see it. Is that why it's terrible? Because I've seen my guy go up against some of the top defenders in the league and box him. I'm talking about Chet. I'm talking about Mobley. I'm talking about Giannis. Whoever it is. Zubac last night, he had a big bucket last night. And Zubac had a great game. I'll give him credit. But all this, I don't know. I don't get, I guess maybe it's not aesthetically, pleasing to the eyes. Maybe you don't like the way it looks. But my dog gets it done, dog. My dog gets it done. And I can lean on him. Y'all might say, well, yeah, he had 21 points, but it wasn't efficient. Man, I don't give a fuck about efficiency when we win. I don't give a fuck, nigga. Because if Jordan Allen won them 6 titles, I don't know what he shot. But if you telling me he won 6 titles, but he wasn't in it, like, is that an argument? Do you niggas care more about efficiency and numbers than you do about winning the game? Ultimately, ain't that why we play the game, to win? So all this, I don't know. I don't know. I get a little frustrated. But yeah, when I heard that comment, I'm like, okay, yeah, he's a terrible scorer. Okay, I heard it all now. And I don't know. And I really, when that person is back around, I'm asking what he meant by that. Definitely gonna ask him what he meant by that. So I'll stop there. I don't want to ramble too much, but yeah, we still hooping. We still on our way. Yeah,
see you
it's gonna
soon,
be,
OG.
huh?
See you soon, OG.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And okay, Goliath. Yeah, nigga, I got my slingshot and my rock. I got my slingshot and my rock, nigga, and I'm trying to take your eye. I love a dynasty. I want somebody to be up on that perch that we all reaching for. Y'all don't want that. Cause y'all new age niggas, y'all want it easy. You want, well, yeah, but no, man, look here. Who's the big dog? That's what I'm shooting for. I'm looking for the big dog. And establish y'all supposed to be the big dog, and I don't want nothing else but to play y'all in the conference finals. I ain't running. I ain't the type of nigga. Well, now give me the Lakers. I hope the Nuggets beat them. No, I want you niggas. I want you niggas. I'm looking for you. I swear, that's just the way a nigga built. Not just me. That's Houston niggas, nigga. Yeah, that's how we built, nigga.
Y'all are comedy. Man, it's only a matter of time, OG. We gonna see what happens again. I love this Rockets team. But nigga, I love that OKC team, and I was saying the same thing. You know, I'm welcoming and embracing and accepting that dynasty. I enjoy the Warriors dynasty. I was telling them top of the show today. I enjoyed the hell out of watching Curry and KD. Now, granted, I know the OKC team not gonna be built the same way. It's more authentic. It's more through the draft. Obviously, the biggest trade is obviously SGA. But even then, when they traded for him, he was still pretty much, he's going into his second year, and he wasn't expected to be what he is now. So we can just say he grew up in OKC. He is OKC. You can forget his Clipper year. But yeah, man, I'm gonna welcome this dynasty that they about to go on. This run that they about to go on, I'm welcoming it. Like, and then having a top 5 to 10 pick after that, I'm welcoming it. Like, it is what it is, and we're gonna see what team step up to the plate when it comes to being able to take them down with moves in the off season, with moves at the trade deadline, and or with moves throughout this season. Or somebody could just beat them this season. The Rockets, the Nuggets. I don't believe it. You probably don't believe it deep down either. But the fan of you want it to happen, and I understand that, and I respect that.
My man is already crowned. My nigga in the crown. He already put the crown on me. They already got it. You already said they own the dynasty run already. They don't want one championship, but they own the dynasty run.
100%. It's coming. It's coming. It ain't there yet, but it's coming. Because within this next 2 years, within these next 2 seasons, they're gonna win another championship. 100%. Within these next 2 seasons, they're gonna win another championship. And then it started.
It's written. It's already there.
Oh, gee, if y'all did not have Katie, bro, you will bow down and admit it too, bro. Like, come on. You said they was going to win last year.
Damn,
but
bow
we
down.
do.
Is crazy.
Bow down. That's crazy.
They ain't buying that. Thank you, Justin.
Okay, my
bad.
bad.
Ain't buying that. That's
okay,
you
cool.
buying that.
Okay.
Get off. How y'all
OG.
said? Get off your knees, nigga. Ain't that what y'all say?
Oh, shit.
Nigga.
OG, I said this today. I feel bad for the Western Conference team like the Lakers, the Wolves, the Nuggets, the Rockets, etc. I'm gonna hold the Spurs out of that because the Spurs don't got no reason to feel bad. Like, if y'all was coming like the Spurs was coming, and you hate on that too though. So I can't even. I know you.
I respect the Spurs.
You would love a
But stop
Castle.
putting
You
me
would,
in the same-
you would love a Castle on the Rockets for sure.
Stop putting us in the same category as the Minnesota Timberwolves. We're not your Bucs. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Don't do that. I don't like when you do that.
100%. I don't think the Wolves are on the same level as. I do think the Rockets are a better team than the Wolves. Point blank period. And the Nuggets. Or the Rockets are a better team than the Wolves. I think y'all are the next 2 teams after OKC, which I've been felt that.
You think they better than the Nuggets, Zeb?
The Nuggets can get the Rockets only because of experience.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad. That'll be a tough one, if I'm being honest. But I'm not, again. Yeah, if you ask me, do you think y'all can win? Yes, I think we can win. Do I think they can beat us? Yes, I think they can beat us.
Yeah, they can win, but it's gonna be like what happened last year is gonna happen again. Like, a lot of people thought the Rockets were gonna beat the Warriors or the Rockets were the better team. I don't know how they try to spin it to some different shit a couple weeks ago. But no, I'm not gonna say that. They did not think the Rockets were gonna beat the Warriors. I'm sorry, let me fix that because I was on the other side. They knew it would be a good series. The Rockets had a good regular season, but the main thing that was going on the Rockets in that Warriors series was the experience. It happened. It showed. I think that same thing was show with the way when it comes to the offensive defensive scheme that the Nuggets will throw out there when it comes to getting Jokic to his spots, Jamal Murray to his spots, Aaron Gordon and Duncan and Roman, and how well they play as a unit and as a collective with the high IQ. I think they got out there right now more high IQ players when it comes to. It's like an A++. You know, like growing up when you get an A or you get an A+. The Nuggets versus the Rockets would be the Nuggets being an A++ team, the Rockets being an A or A+ team, because they will have the experience on top of the high IQ. The Rockets 1,000% got the Rockets have high IQ players, but not to the level of Denver because of the age gap. Sengun, Thompson, Jabari. I think those guys can be high IQ players, but I can't say they will be they're that right now while they're all within the first 4 or 5 seasons of their career. Meanwhile, you look on the other side in Denver, you got Jokic, 10-year guy. You got Jamal, 8 to 10-year guy. You got Aaron, 8 to 10-year guy. You got Tim Hardaway. You got Bruce Brown. You got all these Jonas Valanciunas coming off the bench. You got all these experienced guys. That's why I think they'll be an A++ team because they'll have the combination of high IQ / experience. Meanwhile, Houston will be coming at you with the young, athletic defense leader in Kevin Durant, experience in that aspect, but they don't got enough playoff experience when it comes to winning multiple series and or going on a deep postseason run, which Denver has. So that's what it is. You can't tell me nothing else. The only difference between Houston and Minnie is coaching. I don't know.
That is so not true. Did somebody just say that? The only thing
that was Tez, bro.
See, and I knew it was him. I should have guessed. but because he's still in denial. Dog, we, I don't know, man. And he texted me last night. It's different. We're a better team, bro. And I don't mean that we're better. We have more of an identity. I think they had more of an identity the last couple of years before this year. I think they were looked at as a really good defensive team, and they had some good offensive pieces around them, and they could kind of play. But as far as this year, I wouldn't consider them a defensive team anymore. I think they have defensive players. I don't look at them as like a defensive juggernaut that they were the last couple of years. And I know he gonna come in here and say, "Well, yeah, our coach don't make the right decisions at the right time. He don't do this, he don't do that." But that ain't your only problem. And then the other thing is the problem I told him before the season started that y'all just don't have enough. You can't run it back with the same shit you keep getting. For me, I like Ant. And I think they're doing the young kid a disservice by we just gonna run it back and keep putting all this on your shoulders. No, he needs some help. He don't have enough help around. I'm not saying I don't like J Mac. I'm not saying J Mac is not good. And I'm not saying for me, Julius ain't that's just another subject. But whatever. Yeah, you got Julius over there too. But for me, I don't just because you got some names and shit, that don't mean that shit is always cohesive. And for me, I just don't like the way they're built. I don't like the fact that I know we don't have a lead guard right now. Ours is hurt. I don't think they have one. I think they lacking some stuff from the bench. I think they lost some stuff in the kill Alexander Walker. They never replaced that. And then now you putting more onus on Ant to be great every night. And like I told him last night, your dude got to be great every night for 82. He got to pull a wagon every night. That's not what you want for a team that you want to try to make a long run in the playoffs. Like I just don't. And so for me, I'm not. That's why I'm saying that it's not just coaching. I think they lack in other areas as well, from personnel, from things they lost. They didn't get better while everybody else in the whole league got better. At least the top 4 or 5 teams got better, and they didn't. They still the same old team. Matter of fact, you could say they're a lesser team. So yeah, I'm not. That's why I say, and I don't mean. I swear I don't mean. I'm talking shit, but I don't mean that disrespectfully by Minnesota. I just don't believe it, just based on those reasons.
Yeah, nah, I agree. You probably wasn't in here, but that's why I said 15, 20 minutes ago. Well, it's longer than that. Like 40 minutes ago. Everybody saying, and I do think many gonna make a move by the trade deadline. We saw them having rumored or interest in John Morant. We saw them having rumored interest in now as of yesterday Kobe White. So I do think they're gonna make something happen at the deadline. But whether that's significance or we'll see. But I said today, everybody talking about putting so and so with Ant. One, we need to be talking about how to get Ant out of Minnesota because I think that's gonna be the next thing for his career. And it goes to what you just said when you said they're filling him or they're doing him a disservice with him having to play a certain way every single night. And now we've seen Ant drop 30 to 40 and things like that. This is the best start to a season this is the best start to his career in any season. But I don't think he's gonna look at the situation, especially with Rudy going up in age. He's gonna look at the situation and be like, man, my second best player is Julius Randle. We still don't got the ideal, and I don't think and if they get it at the deadline, we'll see. But we still don't got the ideal guard in the backcourt with me. The team traded up for Rob Dillingham. Rob Dillingham is probably not the ideal guard to start with me. What's next? We're not doing anything that's going to put us on the level to compete. We're not compete. Not going to say compete, but to be able to defeat OKC. By that point, in my opinion, the Spurs. In my opinion, by the way, and I'm speaking to the next 3-4 seasons. To be able to beat the Spurs, and whatever else you can think of with Luka in LA or any whatever you can. If you want to throw in Denver, you can throw in Denver in that bunch as well. But running it back this year, my main point is, it was ridiculous, and you can see the impact on losing a guy like Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and then them having to bank on. I know Byron and Ted will talk about this, but them having to bank on then Terrence Shannon Jr. Let me check his stats while I'm talking about him. Let me see what he's doing so far this season. He's playing in 13 minutes a game, averaging 4.7 points. So you lose Nickeil, you don't replace Nickeil where OG was going, and then you take Mike Conley from the starting lineup, rightfully so, by the way. You put him to the bench, and now you're getting 10 points per game combined out of Mike Conley and Terrence Shannon while getting 4 out of Rob. This is a tough situation, bro. It's a tough situation. I think over the next couple of years, she's going to evaluate the situation. And I tell you, superstar players always look to change their destination when it comes to year 7, year 8. So many got some time. Year 6, year 7. Many got some time with Ant still, don't get me wrong. But I think the deeper conversation is going to be Ant getting out of Minnesota versus people keep trying to say, oh, well, Ant need this guard or we need this. Because it's probably not going to happen in reality of the situation. So on top of having that ideal coach, now I do think that coach is not that good of a coach. But, I mean, looking at this team, the team is just not that good. They did have a good matchup against the Lakers last season, 100%. They had a very good matchup against the Lakers, and I was just wrong about that. But you can, and people feel like up here, or even not up here, but people felt like they were probably going to lose that series to the Warriors because they were not going to be able to contain Stephen Curry and how well that Warriors team is going to be playing. So, I mean, we're going to see. I think this postseason right here is going to determine or dictate a lot for Minnesota, and obviously going to need that guard, that ideal guard, to pair with Ant in the backcourt, while also not losing much when it comes to from a value perspective. Because if you're trading for that guard, then what are you losing to get that guard? Like, what would a Kobe White trade look like with Chicago? What would a John Moran trade look like? Because you gotta, if you're gonna take, you gotta give. Like, it's not like you already traded up to get Rob Dillingham. And let me look at that trade real quick. Rob Wolves trade up for Rob. You already traded up for Rob Dillingham, and I think they traded the Wolves traded up and done 24 jobs late. San Antonio Spurs was done 31 unprotected first round pick, and this was done 30 pick swap for the number 8 overall pick. That's a great trade for the Spurs, dog. They're gonna have an extra first round pick in 2031 in 6 years, when the Wolves might not even have Ant. Y'all see how crazy that is? I don't think Ant gonna be there in 6 years. They're gonna have an extra first round pick from this Minnesota Wolves while Wemby's in his prime, while Harper's in his prime, while Castle's in his prime. It's shit like that allows niggas to continue to add on. That pick that the Warriors got from the Clippers go all the way back from Paul George 6 years ago. So imagine what I'm saying right now in 6 years, which I'm probably not gonna remember, but in 6 years they're gonna have probably a lottery pick off of Minnesota because I don't think Ant gonna be there in 6 years. My opinion, I just don't think he's gonna be there. But you do this trade right here. You said Dante and T. Shan for Kobe. Again, Ted, I'm on the side of Kobe with Minnie. I do like Kobe and Ant in the backcourt. That'll be good in my opinion. But damn, gang, if you lose Dante and T. Shan, what that bench play looking like from a guard perspective? Then what that's looking like? Who come off the bench is giving you something? Nas Reed. And if Nas Reed not on in that matchup, or Rudy can't close that game, or Rudy in foul trouble, then what? They fuck. Because Rudy don't finish some games now because Nas Reed is just better on the court. They spoke about this last week or earlier this week. How Nas, like, you know, they asked Nas a good question. Nas answered it perfectly as well about him closing the game or Rudy and things like that. But if you do that, then Tez, and I know you're not on mic at the moment, I told you, I think that's their biggest problem in my opinion. I think you're talking about the bench then. Yeah, if they do that, they're not gonna have no production. They're not gonna have no production off the bench, none. And I love Rob Kentucky. He ain't giving you nothing at this point right now. Rob not gonna give Minnesota nothing right now. And I told you before the season, gang. And you know I'm not even trying to hate on my dog. I told you before the season. Oh, you talking about back up big? Rob ain't gonna give him nothing. They're not gonna have no other guard to come off the bench. Mike Conley not gonna give you nothing. And then they don't have no backup big like you just said at that point. Like who's your wing behind J Mac? Jalen Clark? I get Jalen Clark.
I know you were talking about the Spurs, Ev, and I know you talk about Thunder draft capital or whatever, but I didn't even know that San Antonio had a pick swap with Sacramento in 2031.
Oh,
like a first round pick swap.
That trade too. Damn.
Yeah. So they just as
That was from the like the Fox Levine shit, right?
I think so. Because they literally have a pick swap in 2031.
It was like that 3-team trade, like the Bulls, the Kings, and the Spurs. So it must have been from that trade.
Yeah.
I think they even have one from Dallas too in 2030.
Man, the Spurs are set up. The Spurs are set up crazy, and all they gonna need is Wemby to be healthy. But they're set up crazy. I think that's why I said I think they're the truly only team that's gonna be able to counter or match up with OKC soon. And I'm glad we get to see this matchup tomorrow. Speaking of that, in the Western Conference semifinals for the NBA Cup, with Wemby being expected to play in that matchup. If Wemby does not play on Saturday, he will 100% play on Wednesday, y'all, the 17th. But the coach said after the game on whatever it was, Wednesday or Tuesday, I think it was Wednesday, That Wemby went through a workout on Wednesday. He looked really damn good. So he is expected probably, if I had to guess, to play in that matchup tomorrow. And we're going to see a fully healthy Spurs team for the first time this year going against no, they're not fully healthy, but OKC team, which it doesn't really matter if they're fully healthy. No Glaze, by the way. Fully healthy or not, but a really damn good OKC team versus a fully healthy Spurs team that's trying to come up and match up with them. But yeah, man, for Timothy real quick. Yeah, man, I mean, they actually shifted from Rob a little bit of the last game or the last within the last 2 games. And with Bones Highland as that guard off the bench, and Ant praised Bones. Y'all probably saw what Ant said about Bones Highland this week. Speaking on how he's so damn good, he said something like super jazz in my opinion. He said if it's anything that I ever seen in NBA that's a star, he's a star player. So pretty much Ant is vouching for Bones time to be playing and getting some minutes. So I don't know, man. If they make that Kobe White trade, like I said, if you're gonna take, you gotta give. And Ted saying his trade will be Dante and T. Shan for Kobe White. I like that. But then, damn. Damn. I'll leave it at that. We'll see what happens, man. Shout out to the Rockets for getting that win over the Clippers yesterday. Let's all embrace the Clippers gifting OKC a top 10 pick. To other games from yesterday real quick. The Bucs. I want this Giannis shit to be over with. I need to figure out what he do. He need to come out. It's not even. Yeah, that's what needs to happen. He needs to come out and say something now. Because you got Kuzma, KPJ, Doc Rivers. These players going to the media saying, "I don't know what y'all talking about." He didn't set us down and meet with all of us. He never did that. And far as I know, he never requested a trade. You know. And you got Shams reporting this and that and that. Brian Windhorst saying this and that and that. I think Giannis needs to then come out again if he feels the need to do so. He might not feel the need to do so, but come out and let us know like what's really going on in this Milwaukee situation, because I would like to know. You know, I do think his time ran its course. Like I think it's time for him to depart. I think the best thing about this situation is, a lot of people saying he be young. Just I'm not saying to be young. Just saying in the chat he being pussy. A lot of people are saying that. A lot of people.
I think he don't want to be the bad guy because. Like he don't want to be like that villain, like that guy. Like you, they drafted you, and they took a chance on you. You developed there. You won a championship there. He just want to be like in good graces with the people in Milwaukee. Like all the other stars, they just put a trade request in. They just said, "Fuck it, I want to go win. Let me go somewhere else." Giannis don't want to do that, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree 100% what you just said. Tony, I agree. I do think he low key probably did that. I don't know why your comment didn't pop up unless you're on Twitter. I don't know why your comment didn't pop up on YouTube. Oh, it's because you said nigga, I think. Yeah, I think it's because you said nigga, so it don't come into the chat. Somebody do me a favor on YouTube real quick, y'all. Can y'all type nigga? Let me just, I know that sounds that's a crazy ass.
That's a crazy request.
Yeah, it's a crazy request. My bad. But can y'all just type nigga for me real quick so I can make sure that word does not go through when somebody types that, please? No, YouTube, Shaggy, you nut. YouTube, can y'all type that? Because I think it will still pop up on the screen, but it's not going to pop in the YouTube chat. And I just want to make sure so I can know. Nah, you good, bro. You can type it. Feel free. Okay, so yeah, I guess that's what it was. Okay. To the Bucs. Yeah, I agree with 100% what Justin said. But shout out to Kuzma though. Kuzma had a day. KPJ. I'm only speaking from a basketball perspective. KPJ. The talent was always there. OG can probably tell you the talent was always there with KPJ. Houston. You just always seen it with him. High school, college, things like that. He was just always, the thing with him was the coaching aspect, the character, attitude, things of that nature. He even had to do a year overseas or some months overseas. Forgot the name of the team that he was playing for. Start with a P. And then the Bucs acquired him. Triple up. Appreciate that follow, Money Habits. I mean, a lot.
Let's go.
Appreciate that follow. KBJ, triple double last night. 18 points, 10 rebounds, 13 assists. And since he came back from an ankle injury, he's been playing good basketball. He's been playing good basketball, helping, trying to lift that offense up with Ryan Reynolds, with Bobby Portis. Even his last night's game, Kyle Kuzma. Bobby Portis and Kyle Kuzma combined for 58 points last night in a game where I thought they were going to lose, especially them being down by as many as like 10 to 15 points. And then they went on a run in the third quarter. I outscored them 27-13, and it took that momentum in the third quarter over and carried it on to the fourth quarter and ultimately be able to win the game. It's really damn good for them. Looked like they had a really damn good hot night. It's really, I can really just chalk it up to that. Even when I'll be watching the full game. If a team shoot 58% from the field in a basketball game, which is 48 minutes, you got to just chalk it up to that. They shot 58% from the field, 45% from three. And they missed 3 free throws. They shot really damn good. You really just got to chalk it up. I don't know if I ever even seen a team shoot 58% from the field in a game.
Didn't y'all just do that versus the Clippers?
We did? Let me go check.
I don't think it was. That was probably like the first half, probably not the.
Okay. I'm about to say.
Similar. I think I did something similar to the Clippers.
Let me check the actual.
Like a couple of weeks ago.
53.
Oh, shit.
But still close. But I do want to know though, like 58 is the highest that I saw this season. Probably in a little. I think I clicked the box score and saw 58% shooting from the game in the field. That's insane to me. So shout out to those guys for stepping up again to win at home at that. While Giannis is still out, what's good? While Giannis is still out for the next couple of weeks, obviously nursing an injury. On the Celtics side of things, they have one thing and one thing in their mind only, and that is trying to acquire the next big for our future. Because I do think if they want to, they can. They have Peyton Pritchard on the extension already. But they can bring back Anthony, right, and have him come off the bench and play and be that another good scoring guard alongside Peyton Pritchard, Derek White, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown with Anthony. And they're having a good explosion from Jordan Walsh. I was a fan of Jordan Walsh in college. I was a fan of the Arkansas team. I can't say that out too loud because I'm a big Kentucky fan. You can't rock with anybody else in the SEC. But really, but I liked Florida last year, but you can, but not too much. I'll say that. So I was a fan of the Arkansas team. Jordan Walsh was the five-star prospect, and I'm glad that he's able to find himself some more while having an opportunity to carve out a role with this Boston Celtics team with Tatum being on the pine, and most likely probably going to be returning this season. So I think they have one goal in their mind. That's going to be finding that franchise front court player or center that will be playing alongside Jason Tatum for the foreseeable future. But Jaylen Brown, I mean, great basketball, bro. 30 points last night, 29, 6, and 5, and 50 on the season. 50% from the field, 29 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, while being the number one option. Again, I did not expect him to do this year. I said, nah. I think it was low that said 27 for Jaylen or something like that. I said, nah. Number one option, I see a cool 24, 25. That man shut me up. He's exceeding a lot of people's expectations. I made a video on him last week for how well he's performing. So even with them losing that game last night, through 25 games, they're 15-10 while playing without their best player. So all of them in that locker room can pat themselves on the back, especially after they started the season like 5-6, something like that. So they're in the midst of playing a really good basketball right now. That's a game last night that you do not want to lose. You know, you want to finish off that game. You want to win that game, obviously, but shit happens, man. It's the NBA. You know, they were up by 14 points in this game, and they allowed that game to flip entirely for the Bucs to take a 21-point lead in the second half. That's disgusting. It's embarrassing. But again, it's the NBA. These are professional athletes. They can get hot. They can be hot throughout a game. And unfortunately for the Celtics, the Bucs were just hot in that game, and they were hitting everything from the field, shooting 58% from the field. So that's that. Boston's still within the top 6 from a standings perspective in the East. Yeah, they're top 3 actually in the standing perspective of the East, so they're good. They're not really tripping about nothing. And they'll continue to play good basketball. Jaylen Brown continue to play good basketball, and they'll continue to monitor the Jason Tatum situation and how well he's looking and how soon he can return to the court. Obviously, without rushing the process if he chooses to return this season. Next game, we have the Pelicans. There's not really much to say about them because there's not even a lot of people that even watch them. No shade. New Orleans, they don't. Well, the last thing on their mind is the Pelican game. Maybe it's some boudin. I think it's what it's called, boudin and crawfish and all the other stuff that they be eating down there. Seafood boils and all. I don't know. Whatever y'all be eating down there, Byron. That might be on their mind more right now than watching the New Orleans Pelicans play basketball.
What the hell? You talking about the people going to the Pelicans game?
Yeah.
It's not going.
Yeah, instead of going, they doing.
Well, I mean, bro, you got New Orleans, Louisiana in general it's a football state mainly.
Oh,
Like
I
LSU.
can
that's
tell
really
by
a
them
football.
crowds, man.
Oh,
It is
LSU.
what it is.
Yeah.
Them
Yeah.
hoes are empty.
That's what I'm saying. Like they're gonna have to like do some like legit marketing
Around them.
for the most part and
Be
promoting and
empty.
around them two youngsters
Yeah.
to get that stadium back packed. Cause nobody's going to no damn Smoothie King Stadium. Bro, they don't care about that.
Yeah, man. To the game last night, though. Anytime you see a team put up 143 points, going against a team that Goods believed in so heavily and so highly on, I guess it's impressive. You know, Goods had the Blazers being a top 8 seed this year. They are 9-16 through 25 games. Meanwhile, the Pelicans through 26 got their win last night and they're 4-22 now. But they got a lot to look forward to, and these guys continue to play good basketball. Jeremiah Fears and Derek Queen. Last night, Derek Queen had 17 points, was 8 for 12 from the field. First off, coming off a triple double, he had 5 rebounds and 7 assists. So he's shown throughout his career so far good playmaking at his size, good scoring at his size, the ability to handle the ball at his size, and also good rebounding at his size. And everything was on display at Maryland last year as well. Jeremiah Fears, you know, I only can imagine what he'd have looked like in the Miami Heat uniform. But 19 points for him, 9 for 14 from the field, 7 rebounds and 4 assists. He's getting more and more comfortable starting and playing games this year, and I'm glad he got the opportunity to start versus the beginning of the season where he was coming off the bench. Jordan Poole returned for them yesterday. He gave him 22 points off the bench. Bryce McGowan also gave him 23 off the bench, so shout out to those two guys. And then Trey Murphy.
Hey, he a little hothead.
Who Fears? 100%. Yeah.
Fears.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, yeah. I saw a little compilation there was like another day, another Fears tech or some shit. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, he be trying to challenge anybody too. And as a young nigga, he be talking this shit, you know. But that's how Fears is though. But yeah, Trey Murphy.
It goes in all the way into the market. I mean, as long as he ain't, getting fined or like eventually start getting fined or getting suspended and he become a head case,
yeah,
then that's a different conversation. But if he just a little hothead that just competitive, then shit, that go all the way into the marketing aspect with his name, his number, all that shit.
And that's
being in New Orleans, all that.
Yeah, and that's where it come from. It come from the competitive nature. Really, wanting to win, wanting to.
Oh, that ain't bad. Yeah, just being competitive. All right.
I like everything about it, and that's me. Like I always say, I talk a whole bunch of shit no matter what I'm playing or doing or what. And if I can't talk shit, I don't want to play it. But it's always going to be respectful. It's always going to be. I ain't gonna be trying to just, be disrespectful in my shit talking. You know what I mean? And I think sometimes people do what they need to do in order to get them going. Sometimes, so I don't have no issue with it. I think sometimes that shit is taken. Like I don't want to call no names, but like when I watch Job play, sometimes his shit talking. It's almost like, bro, what you trying to do? It almost make a nigga want to say that. Like, what's up, bro? Like, what's really going on? Like, what you trying to do? And that's the type of shit I don't like. But what he be doing, Fears, I think it's just all in good fun. It's all about just, competing. And I don't have no issue with it. Matter of fact, shit, like I said, I like it. I like it as a matter of fact. That kid gonna be all right.
I like that comparison with Ja. I know exactly where you're going with that. That's a great point. Trey Murphy, another guy to shout out. He's playing really good basketball for New Orleans right now. He's averaging 21 points on the season. And if I look at his recent game logs, you can just see what he done in his last 5 games. In the month of December, he's literally averaging 26 points, 56% from the field, while struggling from 3, but the scoring outputs is there, right? 24, 32, 23, 21, 33. That is his 5 game log in the month of December. So that's why I say he's in the midst of playing really good basketball right now. Obviously, he's a guy that teams can be targeting from a trade perspective because, again, I don't believe he should be and would be a part of their future plans alongside Herb Jones as well. You see the Herb Jones rumor starting to come up. But I don't think Herb Jones will be either. And there's nothing against those guys because I think both of those guys are good basketball players, but those guys can be more useful on playoff team versus a team that's trying to rebuild around 2 young guys. The report came out yesterday that everybody's available in New Orleans, but if you pretty much ask for Fears or Derek Queen, they could be hanging up on you. Like anybody can get traded but them. That report came out yesterday. Literally. Anybody can get traded but Fears and or Queen. Do not ask. It's basically disrespectful at this point. So, rightfully so, by the way. I think they should try to build around those 2 guys. Zion got to go. Herb got to go. Trey got to go. Jose Alvarado, I saw a report this morning. What was the team? I think they said the Knicks are interested in him. I don't know how real the report is, but the Knicks are interested in him. Could be good for me from that area. But Yeah, man, all those guys can go. You know, and the Jordan Poole wouldn't be here for the come off the bench. You know, so be it. Whatever, Jordan Poole come off the bench, whatever it is, what it is. But even he can go. You know, but obviously you're not gonna trade all 4 or 5 of those guys. So somebody got to stay. Somebody gonna be there. But yeah, those core guys of Trey, Herb, and Zion, they all gotta go though. At that point, like literally all 3 of them guys gotta go. And even when he come back, DeJounte Murray gotta go. I keep forgetting that he even on that damn team, and he's expected to.
I forgot he was on that team.
I forgot all about that nigga. Bro.
I forgot.
I forgot he even on. Let me check his contract real quick.
No, but hold on. But talk to me about Herb. Why can't Herb fit over there with what they got going on?
Because
when
you're trying to build a team, he fits. But when you're trying to build a team around 2 young players, you're expected to be bad, right? So when you're expected to be bad, your next idea is, okay, let's get the most assets possible. Who's going to bring us back the most assets? Who's going to make sure we have 2 first-round picks? Who's going to give us another young player that fits the timeline more so? That's around the 2021.
Okay, I got you.
So that's what it is. Herb ideally 100%, but Herb can get them a first-round pick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
or
that
2.
makes sense.
Yeah.
And
Because they just paid him, didn't they? Give him an extension?
yeah, Herb got the extension. But Herb is 27. Like I said, Herb is 27. Herb fit, but he just not with the Fears and the Queen timeline, which is going to take some time around those guys. Right. They're going to need like a good 2-3 years, 3-4 years around Herb and Fears and Queen to be a good basketball team, in my opinion. And
how old is Trey Murphy?
25.
I'd be a little hesitant to let that nigga.
Yeah, I'm more so where.
Yeah.
I'll hold off on Trey a little bit because I think Trey's actually a good fit with Fears and Queen. But Herb, and I think Herb is too. But Herb, I understand why he can go because especially after losing your first round pick for this year coming up, but trading for Queen, you got to get something back.
I think it's all about mentality with Trey. I mean, he do
Oh
fit.
yeah, I forgot what you said about Trey.
Yeah, I think it's all about mentality because he's the one that's been there for this whole fiasco in regards to New Orleans. So if he cool with Queen and Fears being the 2 guys, then hell yeah, keep him there. But if he feel like he next in line, once you get all the vets out, like Zion, then shit, you might, from a mentality standpoint, that it might not be a good fit.
Yeah, he's just a cog. He not a build around type nigga. I mean, I see your point there. If he can buy into that role, just hey, you're gonna be a cog. It's gonna start with these 2 first though. But to your point, you know, if a nigga feel like, man, I did my time, man. I'm up next. It's me, and y'all nigga get behind me.
Yeah, that's why I'm at OG because he got a solid little bag, huh? Oh, not crazy, but
yeah, cool. 25 this year, 27 next, 29.
Oh, 25. Okay, 25. Okay. All right.
He's a good basketball player though. But yeah, that's what it is with the Pelicans, man. Shout out to them. They got 2 young guys that they can build their team around. I understand the idea of targeting and trading for Derek Queen. I get the pushback when people were saying, well, why would you do that? They did not know they were going to be this bad, y'all. They didn't know they were going to be this bad because people speak like, damn, man, they're projected to have the number 2 pick in the draft right now. They didn't know they were going to be top 2 bad through 26 games. They didn't know that, you know. And even if they did feel like they probably wouldn't be that good of a team this season, they saw a guy that they want to pair with Fears. They saw a guy that they can trade up and target that was going down in the draft a little bit. So they got him. I like going to get who you want. Not trying to play the lottery game and see where the chips may fall. Go get the guy that you want to have for your team. And they went out and did that. So I want people to please put that trade to rest, bro. Like, put that Rams and Falcons shit to rest, too. The Falcons did not know they were going to be...
Come out the mic and tell you that.
They didn't know they were going to be... Like, bro, they made a good move, in my opinion, at that time. You know, and I understand why they made that move. You know, to shore up the defensive line and things like that. And they felt like they had the offensive pieces in play. Obviously, you want a more better wide receiver, too. But they felt like they had offensive pieces in play. Come off the season that they had last year, I think it was 7-10, 8-9, whatever it was. 7-10. 7-10, right? 8-9. Okay, yeah, 8-9. They thought they were going to be a 10-win team this season. Like, come on, y'all. Like, that's all it was. So, please put those 2 trades to rest. That's all I'm asking. Like, they got the guy they wanted.
You correlated that to basketball. I felt like I was in a matrix. How the hell you talking about wide receiver 1? Defensive line, what the fuck going on there?
Basically, the same thing happened with 2 different teams, the Pelicans and the Falcons. The Pelicans traded up for Derek Queen when they traded that first-round pick. That's now projected to be top 2 right now. And the Falcons traded their first-round pick for this season with the Rams, and their pick is expected to be like top 10 right now. So, that's all.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
okay.
I get it, but man, go get the guy you want, man. It is just go get the guy you want, and they like the idea of building around Fears and Queen, and I do too. So That's where I'm at with that. Couple more games to look at real quick. Damn, that was the last watch party yesterday. That's crazy. I can't even say watch party. That's crazy. But a couple more games to look at real quick. Well, last game, Denver. But they said this man had 36 through 3 quarters, bro. Like, two missed shots, 12 rebounds, 8 assists. Nigga, I don't know what's going on with SGA and Jokic, but these two niggas are ridiculous. Like, I mean, ridiculous,
Super
bro.
ridiculous.
Like, we are blessed to be able to watch two guys go at it like this and play at the level that they're playing at right now. And I hope that we are able to see them in the Western Conference Finals again and go at it, because if y'all remember, Denver was in full control of going up 3-1. But then the role players happened for OKC, and OKC came. They stepped up in that game, and they came back and they won that game. And man, they was even in control to win another game. But here nor there, it doesn't really matter. Denver Nuggets last night destroyed the Kings, 136 to 105, and they were up by 23 points at halftime, 28, I think, at the end of 3. Nothing to say there. Their acquisitions in the offseason, though: Cameron Johnson, 16. Jonas, 15. Tim Hardaway Jr., 11. Bruce Brown, 8. And as quiet as kept, a guy that's been improving and stepping up this season, or just getting better. It's really just that simple. Peyton Watson, 11 points, 5 rebounds, 50% from the field, 30% from 3 this season. And last night he had 21. He got better this offseason. So now when you then add Christian Brown and Aaron Gordon back into the fold, we're looking at a crazy good basketball team from a depth perspective, as a unit, just everything in general. You know, they're going to have a strong 10 guys that they can play. The Rockets have a strong 10 guys they can play. OKC has a strong 10 guys that they can play. The Spurs have a strong 10 or more guys that they can play from a confidence perspective. People have players that can play, but are you confident in all these guys being on the court?
And that was the issue last year. They didn't have those guys.
Bingo. And like,
in the
like
W second round or whatever.
Like for the Lakers, you have them now saying, "Oh no, Gabe gotta go. Like he can't play no more." Jordan Woods. Other day you had or early on in the year you had Byron vouching for Vando minutes. Now Byron is on the side of, "Oh no, like Vando gotta go. He can't play. Maxey realistically can't play." Man, really, reality situation, Jackson Hayes can't play. So you can have guys that have to play, but are you confident in them guys playing? So those 4 teams, I think, are in the lead at that when it comes to having 10 guys that you can confidently play on any given night and expect or see some production from them. So hopefully I think that makes sense. So yeah, man. I mean, on the King side, yeah, that's my words to the Kings. So
Yeah, that's true. I don't know what they got going on with that direction, but it's just
yeah,
I don't know.
That's my words.
Yeah, it ain't a whole lot to say. I'm over here lost for words too. I'm trying to think of something. Shit,
I can't think of nothing.
I know I be saying things about all teams, but no, the Kings, I'm cool, y'all. I'm good.
Shoot, we might be looking at a case like I said earlier with the Spurs. They might end up with a lottery pick in 2031 because of them, bro. They stink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's a terrible mix of players. I think the only nigga I want over there is probably Keaton, of course. Keegan, I should say. And then I still like the rookie from Stanford, Max.
Max. Oh, yeah. He's playing good basketball right now, too, by the way. Shout out to him. He's playing good basketball since he's been starting for Sabonis. He's playing really good basketball. Good shout out with him.
Yeah, but that Nuggets, though. Yeah. But like I was about to say, now Russ been hooping, though. All bullshit aside. Russ been hooping, but I mean, at some point, it's just like, how much does it contribute to winning? But yeah, he can't. Yeah, it's just a bad mix of group. That's a bad mix of players.
Yeah. Shout out to Russ, though. Shout out to Russ on a serious note. King dropped to 6-19. The Nuggets moved to 18-6. And man, we are seeing peak basketball in the Western Conference right now, man. I mean, OKC 24-1, Nuggets 18-6, Rockets 16-6, Lakers 17-7, and the biggest jump in them all, the Spurs 17-7. I think they went 8-3 this year so far without Wemby. And then after that, you got a crop of mid teams. Just in my opinion, I do think the Wolves can go into that conversation with those guys, but the Suns, they're going to fall off, but mid. Warriors, mid. Grizzlies, they're trending up. They're 7-3 in the last 10, but the biggest reason for that was Zach Edey. Bad news for them. He's out for 4 weeks now. They're about to trend back down. Ja practiced yesterday. Ja coming back, but I think the most impactful player they have right now, or what's happened so far this season, was Zach Edey. Shout out to Cedric Coward as well. He's balling as a rookie. But Grizzlies, mid. Mavericks, mid to terrible. Blazers, terrible. Jazz, terrible. Kings, terrible. Clippers, terrible. Pelicans, terrible. So where I'm going with this is, man, we got a really good, strong 5 teams in the Western Conference, and I think many can enter, and probably to some still are in that combo with those teams. Then after that, it's just terrible. So, man, we gotta enjoy this, man. We got SGA, Jokic, Luka having crazy starts to the season. We got the Rockets with Sengun and Thompson and Jabari and KD having a good start to the season. We got the Spurs with Fox and Castle. I mean, 30-10 in your second game back. Castle 30-10.
Ridiculous.
We gotta enjoy this, and then we even got Ant on a crazy tier right now, averaging 29 points through 24 games, with Julius averaging 22. So, yeah, man, just enjoy this basketball, man. There's really nothing else you can say about any other team down below because Devin Booker fell off. Curry come back, I think today actually. I think Curry's back today. Dre's out for some personal thing, something like that. But the Warriors just a super mid, bro. Yeah, he's the animal Ted, real shit. So, that is that, y'all. That was phenomenal. That was a great hour and 36 minutes. We are going to then now take this to playback. We are going to get into new music Fridays. If you got any singles or anything like that to recommend, let me know. We kicking it off with Pooh Shiesty. New single dropped this morning. FDO, also first day out. And I'm going to play 21 Savage intro to his album. Let me know what y'all think about the intro. And if y'all like the intro, we're going to get to the first 3 songs. And I'm stopping there. And then we're going to get into a verses. Again, whoever wins the verses today, they will get their first Humble Up t-shirt. Any color you want, I'll get it for you. Again, we're going to do this in playback. Playback is over at 6 p.m. Eastern time today, y'all. So we got some time. And I don't work today. Woo, clap to that. So I'm in no rush. All I'm going to do is go live on TikTok today and just chill. But we're going to hit playback.tv/facts and stats. We're going to get into some new music. We're going to get into some entertainment. We're just going to soak this all in and just enjoy this last couple of hours inside of Playback, a platform that helped change my life, and a platform that helped Facts and Stats continue to grow. So we'll always love Playback. We'll always appreciate Playback. 2,000 plus members in Playback. Just the layout, the display, just everything. Being able to turn your camera on, the live chat and all that, man, it was really damn good. So if you're on the YouTube side of things, it is playback.tv/facts and stats. Shout out to Louis Back, he just put into the chat. But if you're on YouTube, playback.tv/facts and stats. Thank y'all for all the support today, man. This was a really great Friday show. I feel like we hit the Bucs and Falcons game pretty good. Shout out to Justin and everybody that came up and spoke on that. Briefly spoke about the Panthers and who's going to win the NFC South in our prediction, predicting. And then some quick NBA talks. The Pels, the Spurs, the Wolves, Nuggets, etc. So, damn. I can't even say put up the playback tomorrow for the NBA Cup game. I gotta say that tomorrow for Discord. Yeah, so watch parties will be in Discord, y'all. Now, as long as I'm home, the watch parties will be in Discord for the key game or games. And I'll leave it at that. Yeah, it's crazy. So playback.tv/facts and stats. Make sure y'all pull up for this last day. The room is now live. Thank y'all for all the support today. Peace, blessings.